In just about 6 hours, the United States will have a new president. President-elect Donald Trump will be sworn in today at noon in Washington, D.C. After months-long preparations on the National Mall, single-digit temperatures have forced today's ceremony inside the Capitol Rotunda. ABC's Perry Russom has the details.
ABC News has learned President-elect Trump is preparing to take more than 200 executive actions on his first day back in office.
I will act with historic speed and strength and fix every single crisis facing our country.
Immigration is a top priority for Trump. He is expected to declare a national emergency on the U.S.-Mexico border, order troops to build more infrastructure along the border, and relaunch his Remain in Mexico policy for migrants. Federal agents were expected to plan and carry out mass deportations in Chicago and other sanctuary cities, targeting high-priority criminal targets that DHS teams have been investigating for months.
So when ICE goes out, they're going to know exactly who they're looking for.
But now when and where those possible deportation raids could take place is reportedly being reconsidered after initial details were leaked.
By the time the sun sets tomorrow evening, the invasion of our borders will have come to a halt.
Trump is expected to issue executive orders that will roll back limits on offshore drilling, repeal rules on electric vehicles, and rescind DEI and gender-related directives from the Biden administration. Trump also pledging to pardon some of the rioters who were at the Capitol on January 6, 2021. Trump returns to the Capitol today, taking the oath of office indoors because of the bitter cold. About 600 invited guests are expected to attend. Nearly 8,000 National Guard troops from 40 states are protecting the events. The Secret Service tells ABC News there are no active direct threats to the inauguration ceremony. Before heading to the Capitol this morning, Trump and Biden will have tea in the White House. Biden will be at the inauguration today. Trump was not there 4 years ago when it was Biden's turn. Perry Russom, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
We'll have extended coverage of the inauguration today as President-elect Donald Trump is sworn back into the Oval Office. You can catch the entire event streaming in the free WHAS11 Plus app. It's available for download wherever you get your apps. And TikTok is back online this morning after a brief disruption. Sunday, the app started restoring services after President-elect Trump announced plans to extend the deadline on restrictions. Late Saturday night, TikTok shut down the app for its 170 million U.S. users hours before the ban took effect. At a pre-inauguration rally yesterday, Trump promised to delay the ban's enforcement by signing an executive order when he takes office.
So I said, I'll approve, but let the United States of America own 50% of TikTok. I'm approving on behalf of the United States. So they'll have a partner, the United States, and they'll have a lot of bidders, and the United States will do what we call a joint venture.
As of now, TikTok is only available to those who already have it downloaded. Both Google and Apple removed it from their digital stores, complying with the ban. TikTok says it looks forward to working with Trump on a long-term solution. 6:05 now, and a crash involving a TARC bus in the St. Denis neighborhood killed one person and left another in the hospital. According to police, it happened on Rockford Lane just before 1 Saturday afternoon. Officers found a car had crashed into the TARC bus. 2 people were extracted with severe injuries. Both were taken to the hospital where the passenger of the car later died. The driver remains in serious condition. And Kentucky State Police is investigating a crash in Brandenburg that killed a child. KSP says on Saturday a driver was turning from KY 313 onto River Ridge Plaza when he turned into the path of a dump truck. The driver and his juvenile passenger, both not wearing seatbelts, were taken to the Harrison County Hospital in Corydon, Indiana, where the child died. The driver of the dump truck stayed on the scene and is working with police. If your commute takes you through Old Louisville, get ready for detours. Today, the Louisville Water Company starts work in the area. The intersection of Oak and Brook Streets will close for about 5 to 6 weeks while crews work on a 130-year-old water main as part of the Oak Street project. Louisville Water says the project will improve the overall reliability of the water supply. Detour signs will be in place to help drivers navigate the closure. And it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. To honor his legacy, local church leaders and civil rights activists have a week full of events planned.
Justice becomes the norm. There is still work to do.
Louisville's annual Keepers of the Dream celebration took place last night at the Kentucky Center for Performing Arts. The event recognized several community leaders for making a difference and continuing the work of Dr. King. JCPS School Board Chair and pastor of Burnett Avenue Baptist Church, Reverend Dr. Corey Shull, was one of two who received the Freedom Award. It's given to people who exemplify the ideals of King's vision.
I hope to be a bridge. So I was blessed to be mentored by many from that generation. And I hope to take what they have taught me, use it in the work that I do, but also pass it on to the next generation so that the work for justice and equity can continue on into the future.
In his acceptance speech, Shull said the work is far from over, vowing to continue closing opportunity gaps, reforming policing, and fighting for justice in Louisville. Joanne James also received the Freedom Award for her dedication to education and civil rights.